Hello, I'm Sarath Reddy, and I'll be discussing my poem Prometheus. I'm a physician, and medicine is more about diagnosing and treating disease. It's about listening to and understanding patient stories about physical and emotional suffering. The stories are told and entrusted to us by patients. They come together over time from observations. In this poem, I explore one patient's story of physical and emotional suffering caused by alcoholism and cirrhosis of the liver, and the impact that it had on his health and personal life. During the COVID pandemic, there was a significant increase in alcohol sales and consumption. There's also been an increased number of patients being admitted with liver failure. And when confronted with the prospect that they are dying, there's a sense of regret and desire to undo the damage that has happened, a desire to escape the clutches of alcoholism, a desire to repair personal relationships destroyed by their addiction. In many cases, the only thing that can save these patients is a liver transplant, but many do not qualify if they're actively drinking. Into this story of suffering, I weaved in the story of Prometheus, a story that's intrigued me since medical school. It's a story of eternal torment and suffering, and as you know, Prometheus was punished by Zeus for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to humans. He was bound to a rock, and an eagle was sent to eat his liver, which was thought to be the seat of human emotions. His liver would grow back overnight, only to be eaten again the next day, and the cycle would continue. The interesting aspect of this story as it relates to liver disease and an observation made by the ancients is that the liver is the only organ in the body that has the capacity to regenerate to full size after partial removal or injury. However, in a patient with advanced liver disease, this process cannot undo the damage that has occurred. So what we see in this patient's experience is a sense of futility, regret, a desire to undo past destructive behavior, and reflects the emotional and physical suffering from alcoholism and cirrhosis of the liver. Prometheus. Third admission in as many months. Skin fluorescing yellow, shrunken liver floating in a sea, belly stretched so taut that he begged to be siphoned. We pumped him full of medicines to burn away the fog, rescue him from his island. Each day began with the fire of bourbon or brandy trickling down his throat, torching everything within him and outside him, a charred wasteland longing for wildflowers, thirsting for sunlight. The air swirled with confused rants of a man who had bartered soul for spirits, awoke on Christmas reeking of vodka and vomit, and what mattered most in his life had emptied her closet, a jar of petty cash, grabbed the car keys and vanished into a silent night. He awaited judgment of needles wading into streams, wrists restrained to bed rails, tremulous, like Prometheus chained to rock, an eagle pecking at his liver, devouring it, marveling as another grew back in its place.